Hello, and today is February 14th. I point that out because it's Valentine's Day. And the fact that it's Valentine's Day got me thinking about the day and how many of you might think, well, as a guy who promotes love and understanding, that you would be a guy that loves Valentine's Day. But I'm not. I have lots of problems with Valentine's Day. One of the primary problems is that it seems to make people who are not in romantic relationships feel like they've failed or that they're lesser than those of us who are in those romantic relationships. And that's just not true. We are or are not in romantic relationships in our life based on a whole bunch of different factors. And it could be healthy for some not to be in a romantic relationship. And those who are in unhealthy romantic relationships might be better off if they were not involved in those romantic relationships. And that kind of pressure to be in such a relationship is one problem I have with Valentine's Day. The other is probably one that a lot of people share, the commercialism of it all. You're going to see lots of guys in the grocery stores buying overpriced flowers or chocolates, or at worst, teddy bears from the street corner. That kind of thing, to kind of prove their love for their romantic partner, their spouse, whoever that person might be. And ultimately, if you really love someone, you shouldn't have to do that. Love should be something you convey to those that you care about and those who you are in romantic relationships with every day, to the extent that they don't need a teddy bear from the street corner or some overpriced flowers to know that. And Valentine's Day puts a lot of pressure on everyone, particularly men, in order to demonstrate that through some sort of token. Finally, my final problem with Valentine's Day is that it's a day, right? It seems to be an emphasis on love one day, and then we move on with our lives, right? And I kind of hinted at some of this earlier, but that's not what love should be about, right? It should be about your spouse or your partner knowing every day that you love them, because we're not guaranteed another day. February 14th should not be the only day that you express your love towards a significant other. It should be every single day. There should be no need for Valentine's Day, because the person you're with should know that you love them. And I guess maybe if I were to add one more thing onto Valentine's Day, my problems with Valentine's Day, is that it does limit itself to these romantic relationships. We should certainly be loving our partners, but we should be loving our fellow man so much more than we do. Love and compassion and understanding, whatever words you want to use, kindness, should be something that we express to our fellow man 365 days a year, not just reminded of one day a year. So my hope in this message is that, one, of course, I still want you to enjoy your Valentine's Day, don't get me wrong. But I want you to think about the love that you spread, not just only with your romantic partner and the kindness you might share with that person, but with the entire world. Because we could all use a little more love, understanding, and kindness 365 days a year, not just one.